So as I mentioned before in the previous segment, this is the second part of Transformer Tuesday today. We were expecting some kind of announcement or news officially from Hasbro in relation to what is going to be happening later this week with the Walmart Collector Con. And we got just that just about an hour ago on the Facebook group of the Transformers website and Hasbro. They gave a big update to Walmart Collector Con and clarified some information that we mentioned yesterday. Yesterday we said that Walmart Collector Con would be starting March 24th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time or 7 a.m. Pacific Time. While that is true, that is not related to the Transformer brand. The Transformer brand, all its reveals, all its information, and most importantly, all the pre-orders will be going live March 24th, but it'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 10 a.m. Pacific. So if you want to sleep in, lucky for you, that is the case. You won't be missing out on anything. So all the other stuff will be available much earlier, but in terms of what is going to be happening with Transformers, that's going to start later in the day on the 24th, and the 25th is not going to be Transformer related stuff. Now, they gave us a little preview of some of the stuff that is going to be available for pre-order, and we got some images of stuff that we already knew for weeks on end that existed, and we got some new stuff too. Not too exciting, but we'll still cover it. So first up, they gave us some updated images on the Transformers Legacy figures that we got, that we've been talking about like crazy. The Legacy Sandstorm, Buzzsaw, and Night Prowler, the deluxes that are going to be available as Walmart exclusives, these exclusive repaints. Again, we've talked to them about them to death on the podcast. Not much really we could say at this point, except if you are interested in them, those pre-orders will go live on the 24th, so keep an eye out for that. They also finally gave more or less the official now statement for the Beast Wars Vintage, Wolfang, and Cybershark, something that we've been talking in nauseum on the podcast and on the live streams. And don't get me wrong, I love those molds. Those are two absolutely fantastic figures. But I felt like we've been talking about them so much with zero mention from Hasbro of these being any kind of official product. Like we've seen leaked production images, we've seen leaked stock photos, we've seen leaked everything, but no blessing from the actual brand itself. So we finally have that also up. So if you're interested in getting an amazing Wolfang figure or Cybershark, both of them are absolutely fantastic non-show character figures in that deluxe price point. Again, March 24th at 1 p.m. the pre-orders will go live for that. So pretty hype. Now we got two new items. These were two previews. We're probably going to see more, I hope, of other stuff. They just said these are two little previews of some stuff, but hopefully we'll have more that'll be revealed on the 24th. But they showed us two brand new Transformers R.E.D items. We kind of knew about these coming at some point due to leaked listings. I want to say like a year ago we knew about these, if not more. And it's that of a Transformers R.E.D Generation 1 Galvatron and an R.E.D Generation 1 Shockwave. Now, I don't know if it's just me. Comment below. But I feel like the timing for these guys are not exactly necessary. Like we have a Galvatron that's going to be re-released again in the Legacy line, and he's not going to have like I guess we'll call it the silver damage on him, and he's going to have the Matrix, and he's going to be a transformable product. I understand it's a different price point and a slightly different plastic aesthetic and size, but at the same time, I feel like it's going into competition against itself. Like, how many people are going to want this Galvatron as opposed to, let's say, owning the actual transforming figure? Unless you're a hardcore Galvatron fan or you're someone who really likes the 86 movie and just like that Matrix necklace accessory, which is probably the biggest selling point. I think if it didn't have that, part of my interest would already be gone. It still looks good from what we see from this one image that they've shown us. It still looks good. Maybe some other accessories might grease the wheels a little bit if we see what else it comes with. Maybe it might come with some other stuff too. But yeah, so we got the Galvatron. And then we got the Shockwave. Now, Shockwave, for people who know, is one of my favorite Decepticon characters of all time. But I find that it's very peculiar, the choices of colors. Like, all the whitish gray areas on him, I think that it's a weird choice of color, like for what is his fist, his thighs, and his gun hand and stuff like that. Usually those areas are like I don't know how to explain it, like a mauve kind of purple, like a lighter purple, or even more something of like a gray going into purple. Like, anyone who knows like that character model and what I'm talking about, that's kind of how it is. I guess they're trying to go for something that might be a fusion of what the toy was trying to do, but even then the gun hand should have been purple, or the fist should have been purple. I don't know. It's very weird colors. Maybe this is just the early stock images and the final product might be different, but it does seem a little weird. It does seem a little weird. At the end of the day, it is a cool looking Shockwave figure, and I'm kind of still tempted by it. Just because it's Shockwave, but I mean, I would really like it if the coloring was a little better on it. Like, the rest of it is fine. It's very odd, that choice. It's almost white, like it's almost like a strong white that's used in all those areas, and it's very out of character for how Shockwave has been depicted in his Generation 1 version throughout the years. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Again, comment below. Maybe it's just me, but I find it kind of weird. Anyways, like I said, all of this is going to be going up for pre-order March 24th, 1 p.m. this week coming up. We might get more shown to us. Maybe that Velocitron stuff that we talked about yesterday. Maybe something that we didn't talk about yesterday. People were saying, like, why didn't you talk about the Velocitron Road Hauler or the Scourge/Black Convoy? Just because there wasn't official listings. I'm aware of the rumors of it and stuff. We've talked about it in the past on the podcast, but yesterday's was just more about what were the official listings that were available through the databases of Walmart's website that potentially could be pre-orders on Thursday and Friday. Because if that's the case, I don't want to say, hey guys, you're going to get Black Convoy and Road Hauler also. That might not be the case. So we'll see what happens though. But the hype is real. We're going to have some kind of big reveal and pre-order event going to be happening in the next couple of days. So be sure to check that out. And we'll keep you updated if there's any more updates or any new information in relation to this. So check it out, yo.